everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Abby and I love macrame, DIY home decor, and a good thrift find. Today we're going to be decorating for Christmas and I have two macrame projects I want to show you guys. Let's get started.
So I started decorating for the holiday season the day after Thanksgiving, so my very first step was to remove all of our fall decor and get it packed up and ready to be stored. And then before getting out any of the Christmas decor, I gave the room a good clean. I then pulled out all of our decor from the hallway closet as well as our tree and started setting it up outside. I did this so that I could spray it with this fake snow I got from Michael's. While this isn't a fully flocked tree, I did lay it on pretty thick because I knew most of this would come off when decorating. So here's a look at some of the decor we already had to work with. A lot of this comes from Target, including these stockings I got from Target a couple of years ago. I still really love these. And then my mom also made me these green plaid stockings with the fur rims. This fur is so soft, but I really just love having a variety of stockings for myself, my husband, and our dog Corbin. And then we also got these wooden houses as well as I believe the bottle brush trees. And then of course this ceramic light up Christmas tree and the ceramic deer. And then last year I grabbed these gnomes. I really have been loving the gnome trend. And then we also got these white ceramic houses as well. But Target is just a great spot to shop if you're looking for some really affordable Christmas decor. This year I just grabbed another gnome. I think this gnome will look really cute with the other ones that we already have because they all have gray tone to them. And I really think together they look like a complete set. So sort of like a mom, dad, and baby. And so it's just a whole little family of gnomes. I also grabbed these wooden houses this year. These have been so popular. I've seen them all over Instagram with people using them in a variety of different ways, but I just knew I wanted them somewhere in our home. I also grabbed white lights. My husband really prefers the colorful lights, but I really wanted to try white this year. So the first thing I did was hang our wreath. I like to add battery-powered white lights every year. And then I also lay these white lights down on our TV console before adding on top our garland. And the next day I finished up this area by adding in these wooden houses as well as these black lanterns that I have. And then I moved on to styling our shelf. This is my favorite area to style with any season in our home. And this year I kept it really simple. I didn't really want to add too much. So overall I went really minimal and very neutral with my decor. I then hung our stockings using some command hooks. And added some pine cones near the front door. I then brought our tree back inside, and this is how it looked after drying for about a day. And I have to say, our tree skirt doubles as an awesome cape for Corbin. I'm then just stringing on all the lights. Again, this year I went with white lights. Usually we do colorful lights and my husband does prefer it, so it was kind of a debate between us this year, but he usually just lets me do whatever I want when it comes to decor. So this year we're trying white lights, but let me know in the comments below if you guys prefer white lights or colorful lights for your decor. I'm then just going to add this subtle green ribbon. And as a natural element, I'm going to be bringing in these pine cones, and that actually complements all the browns in our living room. So moving on to starting our DIY ornaments, the first one I'm going to show you is a macrame ornament. For this, you're going to need wooden rings, macrame cord, wooden beads, twine, scissors, and a brush. So for the larger of the two, you're going to want to cut 26 12-inch long cords And then to attach each cord, you're going to meet the two ends, creating a loop at the other end, and you're going to put that loop through your wooden ring and pull the two ends through, and this creates what's called a lark's head knot, and you're just going to continue attaching each of your cords using this method. And once all those cords are attached, you're going to then cut a 24-inch long cord, and you're going to attach this with one short end and one long end, and this long end will actually be your cord that you're going to use to create a double half hitch all the way around your ring. So to create the double half hitch, you're going to take your long cord and you're going to take your next right cord, and you're going to loop that over, under, and through the long cord and then pull tight. And then you're going to do that a second time, looping it over, under, and through and pulling tight. And this creates your double half hitch. And then you're just going to continue that all the way around with each one of your cords. And once that's all complete, you're then going to unravel each one of your cords in order to fray them. You're then going to take a brush and brush each of your cords out. And then cut all of your fringe around to the desired length. You'll then just trim and brush all the way around until it appears even. And then using what's left of your long cord, we're going to string our beads. So if you're like me and you don't have a needle, you can use a piece of twine to tie around your cord, and then use a piece of tape to twist around your ends, and use this to string your beads. So in stringing my beads, I'm going to go in the order of large, medium, small, but you can really string your beads however you prefer. If you want to just string one bead or two beads, three beads, or even 5 beads, it's really just up to what you prefer. But once all of your beads are strung on there, you're then going to remove that piece of twine, and then you're going to tie a knot in order to keep your beads in place, and then tie another knot so that you can hang your ornament. We're then going to repeat the exact same process with a smaller wooden ring. With the smaller wooden ring, you're only going to need 18 of the 12-inch cords. And then with my leftover macrame cord, I decided to create another version of a macrame ornament. This one is extremely easy. I'm simply just hot gluing my cord around this clear plastic ornament I got from Michael's. I have 3 different sizes of macrame cord, so I'm using all 3 in order to create more texture in this ornament, but I'm simply starting with the largest cord and wrapping that around 3 times, and then I'm going to continue with the medium and the small and continue that pattern all the way down. One thing to keep in mind when doing this ornament is to keep all of your ends on the same side. This way one side of your ornament will look completely seamless. So again, you're going to end it on this same side and then start your next cord. And then once you get to the end, you're going to continue to wrap your cord all the way around until you can no longer see the clear ornament. You can then cut off the remaining end, and then I hot glued down the fringe just to make sure that this wouldn't unravel. And once I had a few of these made, I then added back on the top of the ornament. I spray painted my tops gold. They were silver, but I think the gold goes much better with my home decor. I also went ahead and used this faux leather to string my ornaments. And then for another ornament, I simply filled the clear ornaments with the fringe I cut off from that first macrame ornament. And with the last few clear ornaments I had left, I went ahead and used that baking soda paint technique in order to create some ceramic looking ornaments. I started with this white cream color first. And then added some baking soda to this gray taupe color. And then finished it off with a second coat for each. And once they were dry, I was able to put the tops back on. For our last project, we're going to do a macrame garland. For this, you're going to want to cut a 6-foot long cord as well as 120-inch long cords. You're going to put each one of your cords onto the long string using what's called a lark's head knot. So you're just simply going to loop your cord over and pull the 2 strings through, and you're going to continue attaching in sections of 10 strands. And once all your strands are attached, you're going to take the first 2 strands on either side and push them aside. And then that first group of 4, you're going to create a square knot. So you're going to take that far left strand and place it over the 2 center. And then your far right strand, you're going to place over the far left, under the 2 center, and through. And then you're going to go ahead and pull that tight. And then to complete your square knot, you're going to do the opposite. So you're going to place the far right over the 2 center, and then take your far left strand and place that over the far right, under the 2 center, and through, and then pull tight. And that completes your square knot, and you're just going to do that all the way across. And once you have that first row complete, you're then going to create another row of square knots. Only this time you're going to use the 2 far left strands of one square knot and the 2 far right strands of another to create a square knot in the center. And you're going to do this all the way across. And once that's complete, again, you're going to create a third row of square knots. So as you can see with each row, you are putting aside 2 more strands on either side, and this eventually creates a triangle of square knots. And then lastly, to complete your triangle, you'll finish it off with 1 more square knot. And to complete the triangle, you're going to do a row of double half hitch along on either side. So to complete the double half hitch, you're going to cross the far right strand over, and then with your next strand, you're going to go over, under, and through twice to do the double half hitch. And you're just going to continue this along with every strand all the way across. And then just complete this process on the left hand side. So again, cross your far left strand over, and then with your next strand, do the double half hitch. And then just do 1 more knot on the left hand side to complete the triangle. And lastly, cut your ends at the desired length. And then to complete your garland, you're going to repeat this step 9 more times. And to finish it off, you're going to create 2 loops at either end. So to do this, I'm creating a gathering knot using my cord. I just created a loop at the top and then a loop at the bottom, wrapped it around 3 times, put that end through the bottom loop, and then pulled it tight. And here's a final look at all of the decor.
Guys, I love the way all this neutral Christmas decor is looking right now, and I love how all of the ornaments and garland turned out. If you guys like this video, don't forget to click the like button below, and of course, don't forget to subscribe for more macrame, DIY home decor, and household projects. You guys have a really good holiday season. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!